Taking multiple perspectives is maybe the easiest of all the habits of mine to talk about, but it might be the hardest one to do. See, we all know that we ought to take multiple perspectives. We see it when we talk about customer-centric designs, when we talk about design thinking, when we talk about busting down silos at work. We know that the thing we ought to be doing is holding the perspectives of other people and being able to inhabit those perspectives so that they can make us better. And yet, no matter how good we are at that, there's always some distance to travel. There are always some people in our lives that we've written off, or that we're not thinking about at all. People that we think of as unenlightened or even morons. And we know we can't learn from those people. Generally, when we take those perspectives, we take them in such a way as to convince the other people, right? We do this thing we call listening to reload, where we listen to what they're saying in order to find ammunition to use against them, so that, well, ultimately, they give up with what they're thinking and think like us. In complexity, that's a very unhelpful approach. In complexity, what we want to do is take perspectives in a way that actually helps us open up to do what our colleague Joan Wofford calls taking the longest walk in the world, from our perspective to the perspective of another person. We want to listen to learn from them, to deeply understand them, to change our perspective to something that's bigger than it was before. This doesn't mean that we need to take multiple perspectives in order to give up what we used to believe and suddenly somehow believe what they believe instead. It means to take multiple perspectives in a way that harvests the good in our perspective and also stretches into the good of another perspective. It's what F. Scott Fitzgerald talked about as the test of a first-rate intelligence, which he defined as the ability to hold two opposing ideas in mind at the same time and still retain the ability to function. But it's more than the ability to function that we want. We want the ability to use these differences at the same time to help them make us bigger, to help us be in the world with more possibilities and a larger solution set to the intractable, complex challenges we face. Taking multiple perspectives helps us grow bigger in order to take more perspectives and more over time, giving us a world that's more full of possibilities than the world we live in today.